11. How to insult your enemies. Sessions 28 to 31. Teaser preview. What do you call a person who insists on complete and blind obedience, toadies to the rich or influential, dabbles in the fine arts, is a loudmouthed quarrelsome woman, has a one-track mind, sneers at other people's cherished traditions, does not believe in God, has imaginary ailments? Session 28. There are few of us who do not need warm and nourishing relationships to lead a fulfilled life. Psychology makes clear that loving and being loved are important elements in emotional health, but also points out the necessity for expressing, rather than repressing, our hostilities. You know how good you feel once you blow a steam, and how much closer you can become attached to someone once you directly and honestly vent your anger, resentment, or irritation instead of bottling it up and seething in fury. It is a mark of your own emotional maturity if you can accept hostility as well as dish it out. So let us pretend, in order to encourage you to become personally involved in the introductory 10 words of this chapter, that each paragraph in the next few pages accurately describes you. What label exactly fits your personality? Ideas. 1. Slave driver. You make everyone toe the mark, right down to the last centimeter. You exact blind, unquestioning obedience, demand the strictest conformity to rules, however arbitrary or tyrannical, and will not tolerate the slightest deviation from your orders. You are, in short, the very epitome of the Army drill sergeant. 2. Bootlicker. You are a martinet. You toady to rich or influential people, catering to their vanity, flattering their ego. You are the personification of the traditional ward healer. You out-yes, the Hollywood yes men. And on top of all these unpleasant characteristics, you're a complete hypocrite. All your servile attentions and unceasing adulation spring from your own selfish desires to get ahead, not out of any sincere admiration. You cultivate people of power or property so that you can curry favor at the opportune moment. You are a sycophant. 3. Dabbler. Often, though not necessarily a person of independent income, you engage superficially in the pursuit of one of the fine arts, painting, writing, sculpturing, composing, etc. You do this largely for your own amusement and not to achieve any professional competence, nor are you at all interested in monetary rewards. Your artistic efforts are simply a means of passing time pleasantly. You are a dilettante. 4. Battle axe. You are a loud-mouthed, shrewish, turbulent woman. You're quarrelsome and aggressive, possessing none of those gentle and tender qualities stereotypically associated with femininity. You're strong-minded, unyielding, sharp-tongued, and dangerous. You can curse like a stevedore and yell like a fishwife, and often do. You are a virago. 5. Super patriot. Anything you own or belong to is better, simply because you own it or belong to it, although you will be quick to find more justifiable explanations. Your religion, whatever it may be, is far superior to any other. Your political party is the only honest one. Your neighborhood puts all others in the city in the shade. Members of your own sex are more intelligent, more worthy, more emotionally secure, and in every way far better than people of the opposite sex. Your car is faster, more fun to drive, and gets better gas mileage than any other, no matter in what price range. And of course, your country and its customs leave nothing to be desired, and inhabitants of other nations are in comparison barely civilized. In short, you are exaggeratedly, aggressively, absurdly, and excessively devoted to your own affiliations, and you make no bones about advertising such prejudice. You are a chauvinist. 6. Fanatic. You have a one-track mind, and when you're riding a particular hobby, you ride it hard. You have such an excessive, all-inclusive zeal for one thing, and it may be your business, your profession, your husband or wife, your children, your stomach, your money, or whatever. that your obsession is almost absurd. You talk, eat, sleep that one thing to the point where you bore everyone to distraction. You are a monomaniac. 7. Attacker. You are violently against established beliefs, revered traditions, cherished customs. Such, you say, stand in the way of reform and progress and are always based on superstition and irrationality. Religion, family, marriage, ethics, you weren't there when these were started, and you're not going to conform simply because most unthinking people do. You are an iconoclast. 8. Skeptic. There is no God, that's your position, and you're not going to budge from it. You are an atheist. 9. Self-indulger. You are, as a male, lascivious, libidinous, lustful, lewd, wanton, immoral, but more important, you promiscuously attempt to satisfy, and are often successful in so doing, your sexual desires with any woman within your arm's reach. You are a lecher. 10th worrier. You are always sick, though no doctor can find an organic cause for your ailments. You know you have ulcers, though medical tests show a healthy stomach. You have heart palpitations, but a cardiogram fails to show any abnormality. Your headaches are caused, you're sure of it, by a rapidly growing brain tumor, yet X-rays show nothing wrong. These maladies are not imaginary, however. To you they are most real, non-existent, as they may be in fact. And as you travel from doctor to doctor, futilely seeking confirmation of your imminent death, you become more and more convinced that you're too weak to go on much longer. Organically, of course, there's nothing the matter with you. Perhaps tensions, insecurities, or a need for attention is taking the form of simulated bodily ills. You are a hypochondriac. Using the words. Can you pronounce the words? 1. Martinet. 2. Sycophant. 3. Dilettante. 4. Virago. 5. Chauvinist. 6. Monomaniac. 7. Iconoclast. 8. Atheist. 9. Lecher. 10. Hypochondriac. Can you work with the words? Words key ideas. A. Superficiality. B. Patriotism. C. Godlessness. D. Single-mindedness. E. Anti-tradition. F. Sex. G. Illness. H. Discipline. I. Turbulence. J. Flattery. Do you understand the words? 1. Does a martinet condone carelessness and neglect of duty? Yes or no? 2. Is a sycophant a sincere person? Yes or no? 3. Is a dilettante a hard worker? Yes or no? 4. Is a virago sweet and gentle? Yes or no? 5. Is a chauvinist modest and self-effacing? Yes or no? 6. Does a monomaniac have a one-track mind? Yes or no? 7. Does an iconoclast scoff at tradition? Yes or no? 8. Does an atheist believe in God? Yes or no? 9. Is a lecher misogynist? Yes or no? 10. Does a hypochondriac have a lively imagination? Yes or no? Can you recall the words? 1. A person whose emotional disorder is reflected in non-organic or imaginary bodily ailments. 2. A strict disciplinarian. 3. A lewd and sexually aggressive male. 4. A toady to people of wealth or power. 5. A disbeliever in God. 6. A dabbler in the arts. 7. A shrewish, loud-mouthed female. 8. A scoffer at tradition. 9. Person with a one-track mind. 10. A blatant super-patriot. Can you use the words? 1. She scoffs at beliefs you have always held dear. 2. You know he's hale and hearty, but he constantly complains of his illness. 3. She insists her political affiliations are superior to yours. 4. She insists on her subordinates towing the mark. 5. He makes sexual advances to everyone else's wife, and is too often successful. 6. He cultivates friends that can do him good, financially. 7. She dabbles with watercolors. 8. She insists there is no deity. 9. She's a shrew, a harridan, a scold, and a nag. 10. His only interest in life is his fish collection, and he is fanatically, almost psychotically, devoted to it. End of Session 28.